Hello humans and animals alike, this is Dylus, and welcome back to Gex Enter the Gecko. So, we have opened the way to the central part of the Media Dimension Hub. And so we have 3 new levels we can go to. We can go to Kung Fu Theater, Mao Se Tung. We have, hang on. We have Circuit Central, www.dotcom.com, and another horror level? Already? Frankensteinfeld. Scream TV. Well then, we just did a horror level not too long ago, so I think we're gonna hold that off for a little bit. Instead, we're gonna go to Circuit Central. Oh, but before that, there are these colored gates here.
Cannot be destroyed.
Yeah, if we tail whip the gates, Rez will taunt us.
Just try and defeat Mecha Rez.
So, these doors, when you tail whack them, Rez actually hints at what needs to be done. So, we hear about Mushu Pork over this way, and, well, this is what the TV here means. Something about Mecha Rez for this blue gate. But this green gate, we can only open with 14 red remotes. We only have 6. 9 if you've been following along in the N64 version. Anyway, enough about that. Let's go to Circuit Central.
Let's get it on!
Alright, so first off, we're going to scale the Bionic Launch Tower.
This looks like an all-nighter at Richard Simmons' house.
Okay, so, I forget what these guys are supposed to be. Even though I'm good with computers, I can't say I'm the most literate about, like, all the components of a computer. But anyway, we want to go through these green orbs because they'll allow us to be supercharged. And that'll allow us to bounce on the, green panels there. Camera, stop shaking. You're gonna give people motion sickness. Alright. And we go over this way.
What is this, outtakes from Deep Space Nine?
And we're in a different section of the level. This section is what I like to call the bridge. I guess it's like a transcommunications bridge. So, the thing about this is that, we have these sparks here that light up the way. You can very faintly see the, bridge. But, it's hard to know about unless you, watch the, sparks carefully. So, if you lose your footing and fall, you don't actually die, but you do get sent back to the start of the bridge. I just wanted to show that off. That, sound design there is, I don't know, was funny? I don't know, I just find it funny, I guess. Alright, let's cross this bridge then. I recall the bridges being, a little more visible in the N64 version. I think, the N64 version doesn't really make good use of transparency, so it'll end up being easier to see things that are supposed to be, like, more difficult to see.
Tail time!
Alright, got our 30 collectibles. Not like it's going to matter too much, but hey, we get an extra life. By the way, notice when I get these, when I get supercharged,
You are my secret friend.
there's like a different beat that goes on. It's actually a pretty cool touch, but if you're playing the N64 version, it's only stuck to, like, one beat. Although it is a little bit more extended. I'll, like, play it for you. Well, first off, I want to get this hidden remote here.
It's tail time.
Alright, I think I'll, like, fall down. Okay, you know what, I guess now's a good time to, just edit in the music from the N64 version. So, as you can hear, it's a little more extended than the original beats. But it might get a little repetitive since, you know, it's always the same thing that's playing. Alright, so now we're out of here. Whee! Brake spin! Alright.
I gotta make.
Alright, there's our first remote. Not too bad. And we're gonna get the second remote, and that's gonna be the last one. Because there are only 2 red remotes to collect in this level.
It's tail time.
Some levels are going to be like that. Alright, so for crossing the data bus bridges, I want to go both paths because I want to get the reward remote. I can only do that if I go both paths.
Boys, Tron didn't work once. It's not gonna work twice.
About that. Alright, so let's see. There is actually something I want to show in... What is it? In the Bionic Tower, I think it's called. So, in order for me to show that, I actually want to collect as many collectibles as I can here. So, I'm gonna do a little bit of exploration.
If this were a video game, I'd be on my way to prison.
Yeah, Gex is not afraid to break the fourth wall. I guess I don't really need to go that way. Okay, let's go this way. We'll get our last batteries. And then let's get our LED lights. Or whatever lights those are. Alright, you'll want to be careful that the collectibles don't go on the other side of that portal there, because then you just won't be able to get them. They can also go through these I.O. towers. Oh yeah, there's an extra life over that way. Let me go get that really quick. And I mispressed on the D-pad. That's great. Can I karate kick over this way? Yes. Alright. I don't think these collectibles were, here before. Yeah, there are certain collectibles, I don't think I actually went over this, but there are certain collectibles that are in specific positions, but only if they're a certain tier. So, like, you wouldn't find batteries here.
Doesn't have is a baby guy.
You wouldn't find batteries here, but you would find the LED lights. Okay, so it'd be around... It's right now, right in this area that I want to be in.
One for me and one for me.
Night, night, baby. Yeah.
Alright, there we go, and our Tier 3 collectible is, atoms, I guess. Camera. Alright, well, whatever. So, these collectibles here are odd. You see how it looks like there's a double image from these things? You probably wouldn't notice unless you looked at, like, one by itself. And yeah, that is because
The Wizard of Oz 2000.
each one here is actually doubled. There are actually two stacked on top of each other. So, yeah, that's actually a great way to just get more collectibles easily. Alright, there's no use being there anymore, so let's go back to where we came from. Ow. Yeah, I don't have to worry too much about the, other collectibles, because there are
All this technology
plenty.
still can't explain why David Hasselhoff is so popular.
Gex, you should know why he's so popular. It's 'cause he's hot. Right? Although, I guess a man like you would never understand.
All this technology and Shatner still can't get a good haircut.
But anyway, as I was saying, there are plenty of collectibles on the way, so I don't really have to worry about trying to scour every nook and cranny for the other collectibles. Actually, I want to go up this way. Also, the thing about David Hasselhoff, you probably should also know that he also starred with a certain babe that you would actually hang around with in the next game.
My secret friend.
But I guess he wouldn't know right now. Alright, let's see. Let's hop and a skip and a jump and a hoop and a hop and a lop. Okay. We're good there. And there's our checkpoint. Is there a reason I want to go down there? It doesn't look like it. Alright, so, I think overall, yeah, when you step on the buttons here, the camera's going to automatically go behind Gecko, so you actually want to stop as soon as you step on those things. Otherwise, you're going to veer off course. Well, one of them just went through that wall. Alright, these ones are just single. That probably messed with my, Hang on, give me a moment. Sorry, I had Discord opened, and I'm not sure if the desktop notification screwed up the screen. Because that happens when I stream on Discord. Alright, so while we're on here, oh, I think this is one of the few moving platforms that I can actually look around like this on. Anyway, there's actually a question mark crystal there. I want to check that out. It's a little difficult, though, because you gotta run around in a circle and do it well if you want to jump high enough to get to it. Also, I think I actually need to set my camera to automatic. Okay. Oh, come on! There we go.
I've been saving this for you.
Oh, hang on, I'm not gonna make it. Let me set that to manual. There we go. Pretty difficult. Congratulations! Now enter this URL to access the secret Gex webpage. www.crystald.com/secretgex.html. This was 1998 when it was displayed here, so yeah, unfortunately the website doesn't really exist anymore. There's our reward remote. However, thanks to the Internet Archive, the Wayback Machine, one of their things, is capable of bringing that website back to life. Semi. Sort of. So the thing about that secret Gex webpage is that it would have allowed you to see various cheat codes. You can download some wallpapers and some Windows 95 themes. It had some sound bites of, I was distracted.
A lot of tailing.
Yeah, it had, voice clips of Gex, and it also had bios of 2 of Gex's voice actors. Yes, that's right, Gex has 2 voice actors in Gex Enter the Gecko.
Oh, yeah. It's tail time.
And I guess I'll have to show them in the next bit we're gonna do in this episode. Because, you know, this is a little bit short if we just end it off here. We might as well tackle that bonus stage that we had unlocked before. Oh, and speaking of bonus stages, there's another one. Thursday the 12th. Gee, I wonder what kind of bonus level that is. Anyway, here we are. Our first bonus level is Aztec 2-Step.
It's tail time.
Find the items in the given time to get a gold remote. Let's do it.
Light speed to Endor.
Alright, so here we gotta collect 50 gems. So, in this first room, if you get 25 gems, you can move on to the next room and get the remaining 25 there.
We're hitting all cylinders, baby. 4 to the floor.
Alright, so we gotta push these buttons. There are 2 buttons that we gotta push on each side, and 1 on each side, and that'll open that door for us.
Damn this Mexican water.
Oh dear. Anyway, okay, there's our 25. We'll push a few buttons to open some more doors to get more gems here. And, anyway, I wanted to say, Gex has 2 voice actors. One for the US version, and one for the UK version. So the US version has Dana Gould back as the voice for Gex. He is known for being a stand-up comedian, actor, and writer for HBO, Showtime, and Comedy Central. He wrote for The Simpsons, voiced Hilarious and Father of the Pride, and he has his own podcast called The Dana Gould Hour. However, if you're in the UK, he is instead voiced by Leslie Phillips. Alright, so I'll talk about Leslie Phillips soon enough. First off, there's the path to the gold remote. So we fall down here and follow the path this way.
Stop that pigeon.
Alright, I actually want to stop here to admire the lighting effect in this place. Yeah, there's like a sort of shimmering effect around this place to convey the light reflections of the water. I think that's really cool. Spyro does this as well, and I appreciate it in those games too.
I've got 10 seconds to save the world.
Ah, you got plenty of time. Let's get that remote.
Yes!
Alright, so with that out of the way, let's end this episode by talking about Leslie Phillips a bit. So, Leslie Phillips was featured in films and television since 1938. He has been around in TV and filmdom, if I want to make that a word. He's been around for a very long time. From 1938 to 2015, he was featured in films and TV. He was known for his exclamation "Ding Dong" from Jack Bell in Carry On Nurse. He was the voice of the Sorting Hat in the Harry Potter films. And he was part of the Doctor comedy series in the 1960s. So he had quite the career on him. Unfortunately, he is no longer with us, and he died fairly recently, last year, on November 7th, 2022. So, yeah, so those are the two voice actors for Gex. In this game, that is. Alright, so we made quite a bit of progress here. So with that, next time on Gex Enter the Gecko, it's time to go into Kung Fu Theater. This is Dylus signing off. See you next time.